Hello, YouTubers. Okay, I'm going to do a recap. So, I did a table for my dad, and I used a Beretta candy mold. I got a lot of criticism for using a Beretta, which I'm not really sure why, because Beretta was one of the very first guns I ever shot, and that was what the Air Force carried back in the older days. Well, so I happened to find a candy mold for the Beretta, and that's the only thing I could find, and I could only use it once because it was a candy mold and I had to cut it out of it. So I decided that I want to do another table, but I'm going to do a smaller table this time. And in the process of it, I decided, hey, while I'm doing this small table for my dad, I can go ahead and use the Glock. So I took my Glock and I formed my mold around it. Now, you might say, well, how did you make the mold? Well, I used 100% um, silicone, and I used the GE kind. I used the clear. I wish I would have gotten the white because then you could have seen when you get it all mixed up and everything else. But this worked fine. And then I took cornstarch, and you mix it until it's like a kind of like a biscuit kind of feel to it. You have to keep using the cornstarch until it's not sticky anymore. And I'll have my other video in here, but I just wanted to do a recap kind of from beginning to end with everybody. Next time I do a mold, I'm going to measure them out so I can tell you guys better of how many clicks I had to use for this versus how much I used as far as the corn syrup or cornstarch goes. But I let it sit up for 3 hours, and then in the process, it came out like this. Now, this isn't perfect. This is my first one. I see some things that I did that I would probably do differently. And after it dries good and sets up, I'll clean it up some, and then I'll do my pour, and we'll see how it turns out. But I like the guns. This is the mid-size. It probably would work a lot better if I would have done a smaller one. So if I do the compact, which I have plenty of guns, so that's not a problem. It's just one of those things. I the couple of things that I did realize I should have done, I should have put my gloves on, but I didn't. And I had them sitting right here next to me. So I could have easily done that. I think that's about really it as far as what I would change from what I was doing is put my gloves on. Everything else is it's turned out nicely. We'll see how the pour goes, and then that'll tell me whether I'm gonna love this or not. And of course, all my granite's gonna have to be cleaned down good. I cleaned my Glock after I put the mold in there, but I still see like little tiny things that I'm gonna have to keep cleaning up. I added the oil back to it, but there's still some in the back strap. So, but I was going to use some of the smaller guns, but I decided, hey, I'll just use this one because Glocks are easy to take apart and clean. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Please like our channel, subscribe, and go ahead and put your comments in there on what you think. I know some of you guys are probably going to say, oh, you should have used a red man gun. You're right, I should have. But that would have required me going out to the back building and getting it out, and that was just too far for me to have to walk. So, but like I said, Glocks are easy to clean up, and I'm an armor, so I can take it all the way down if I need to and clean it. So, again, like and subscribe, please. Thank you.